good enough. But so I went in there, and although I knew I didn't leave it in there, I was just asked. I said I bought this in there a few days ago. I can't remember exactly when.
And
I said, I think I bought it off of you, sir. Like, and he goes, maybe I cannot remember. Was it Saturday? Was it Sunday you came in?
I'll leave it out.
And I know the shop's not Sunday.
Oh dear.
Open Sunday.
Oh dear.
So I said, no, it definitely wasn't Sunday. I think it was Friday or Thursday. Anyway, when I got home, the tin wasn't in my bag, and I only carried it out the shop into the car.
That's all.
So I wondered, like, did I leave it in here? Was it on the counter? And they all went, oh, and went to speak to someone else. And it only took about 15 minutes for them all to just walk away and have a chat, and then sort of come back to me, and then one of them says, what is it you want?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, as if, as like, it's really, really, really fucking wound me up. So I say, like, blah, 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 I think I left it in there, and he went away and come back and says, was it Saturday? And I think it was a deliberate one, but either that, or they're all just so space fucking cadetish.
Very space
cadet. Anyway, I knew it wasn't there, so I said, like, I probably didn't leave it here, otherwise, like, one of you would know straight away that it was left on the counter, and, like, the person had just bought it, like, I think it was you, darling, that served me. You would have known, and I think there was 3 of them there. There's only 2 left there, so obviously I haven't lost it in there. But there's another thing, another problem, and I said I bought a load of these in the shop. Like, picked up a bundle there and said, when I got home, and I thought I'd try one out, and I tried it, and it didn't work. I tried the next one, didn't work. I went through every one of them, and not one single one of them worked. None of them. Every one was a dud. And he's going, what do you want? What? And so I took another packet of them out, and sort of said, look, these things, like, they're meant to glow in the dark. And he starts doing this with it. Like, you know, and this was one out of a new pack.
Brand new pack?
Well, the pack that was sitting there, and it didn't light up. And I says, have you been doing this to all of them? And he goes, yes, what? And I says, when you send these, listen, can you hear a little crunch? And he goes, no. And I says, and then someone else come along, and he was talking to someone else, and he was still doing that to another one, just sort of going like that. And he's saying, when you go to discotheque, they shine, they glow. And I goes, no.
When you go to discotheque, these don't do fuck all.
Like I said, maybe they, like, well, I didn't say, but maybe they do on, like, ultraviolet light. But I said, like, when you do this, you break them. They no longer work ever again. Like, and then, like, one of the other servers behind the shop, like, got out a packet, fresh packet, and gave them some. And says, here.
Oh, right.
And gave them some. And I took one out.
Yeah.
And says, look, here, look. You see this whole packet of them here? Like, you've been doing that with them, haven't you? And he went, yes. What? And so I got one and went, look, it glows in the dark. Right, not in the discotheques. And to make it glow, you have to do that to make it go crunch. And I said, within this plastic tube, there is a very, very, very thin glass tube.
Yeah.
That is sealed, and it has a chemical in it. There is another chemical within the plastic tube. When you break them, they mix together, and it creates bioluminescence. It glows in the dark, and it lasts for about 3 or 4 hours, and after that, it never works again. You have broken them. And he's sort of like, I mean, I was as sarcastic as fuck with him, but he was so thick that, like, even then he only just twigged on that he's fucked them up.
Did the ones they gave you work though?
Well, the first one I took out and snapped to show him worked, so I presume so.
Right.
But the ones that were in a big bundle like that were sellotaped up and weren't actually in the box, like packaged, were the ones that didn't work. So, like, I reckon people have brought them back or said, these don't work, and you've just gone, damn.
Are you ever going to buy any more of those from there? No.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. I bought one from somewhere else. A different one. Which is even better for fishing. Because these little bits here can actually be threaded along the line on the rod. So when you cast it out, it's sort of, like, say that black's your line between the rings of the rod, it's like that. You cast it out and then you pull it back a little bit, and when you get a bite, it goes clack, clack, clack on the rod if it's a good bite.
Clack, clack.
And, I mean, look, these little fuckers aren't... Oh, shit. Too bad.
Don't do this at home, kids. You shouldn't ever put those in your mouth.
I pierced it, it got in my mouth, and it burned.
I bet it burned. It's very bad for you.
I didn't swallow it, I spat it out.
I'm glad you did. Oh, that's glowing nicely.
It's a real yip.
You can see that on the camera. Oh yeah, look at that.
Now, I'm sure if you had that hanging on your fishing line like that, and suddenly it went boing, 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 you'd know you had a bite.
Definitely know you'd have a bite.
Boing.
Boing. Boing. Boing, said Zebedee.
Or another way, is to have the upright bobbin, and what you do, you have your fishing line, you have a line going up like that, or a metal rod, and you put a little hook just on the side of that, and you hook that on your line, which goes down like that, and then up to your rod, and when you get a bite, this thing just goes zip.
Zip. All done.
Zip. Zip. Zip.
Wow, the magic of...
This necklace was £1, and I fucked 2 of them, but
that's right.
That means I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them to go. Now, in the olden days, like when I was a kid, when I was about 16, just one of these things in the fishing tackle shop would have cost you about £6.
Yep, nowadays. Bloody Chinese imports.
Everywhere.
Look at that. That's well coming up on the screen. Ding. And on that note, I think... Good night. Good night.